or certain, now it's recording, lesson 10. So in some moments we have to change the role depending what is the commitment that we are facing at that time, leader or follower. That's what I ask you sometimes. If you consider yourself a leader in certain areas, some of you tell me, no, I don't consider myself leader, but I am sure in many things you have leadership in the house, in your homes, and I thought was one of you, and in many commitments that you have to deal. Also in I remember people giving me stories about things that they never believe they will achieve or they will do because they never were in the front of the situation. Like, for example, if somebody fell down in front of you and have a horrible accident, for example, and this person break the bone, I'm creating a crazy example, right? Somebody that you don't know fell down, break the bone, or have a horrible accident. You are in front of this. Maybe if you are not used to the healthcare, wow, you get in panic. If you don't have option, maybe you have to do something else with the person. I don't know, but the situation will, you know, depending, you will face the situation and take some leadership in certain moments. I was thinking a personal situation that I had with a customer of me, and I had to deal. Now I remember the example was real, and I had to deal with certain situation with a customer. Like 1 year ago, almost 1 year ago. Yes. So, for example, I'm gonna tell you, in this way we can have we can imagine a real life story, right? So I was in my business, in my small business, and one of my kids broke the arm. So it was just me, and I was with couple children. It was not too much people. And yes, and I noticed the way the arm was. I don't know why I cannot talk. It's giving me hard time now. But yeah, it was a situation where I have to take the leadership of something that I was not expecting. So that's why we say that leadership is situational. And I study nursing, so think about it. But yeah, it was hard because I was in a position that I was blaming myself a lot, all of that. The customer came back and came to the store, and the kid was with me many, many times until now. But yeah, I have to take the leadership in certain areas that I was not expecting. I'm giving you all of this story to tell you that in some moments we have to face the emergency or danger or something like that, and we have to take a part in the leadership area. Okay, and let's go with real quick with something. That's what I wanted to show you, a dyadic relation and follower. So that's what you will see. The leader-member exchange theory describes how leaders develop exchange relationship with subordinates. Okay, you have been seeing this information in different ways in this class because different, as I told you, different actors and authors will call the theories with different names. At the end, you will have your own style and you will choose the best option that works in the situation, like I was saying a few seconds ago. But this theory is the one that helps you to manage the relationship with others. right? What is important? Because we are considering the development, the improvement of this person that we are helping to grow. Let's put it this way. So here you will see all the, let's say, the benefit that the leadership exchange theory have in the people that you take care, that you are forming, helping, supporting. Improves the productivity, improves productivity, maintain your employees more engaged with your company. So all of these aspects are benefits that you obtain when you are in charge or you are aware of a good exchange with your team member. Let's put it this way. I don't know if you have stories of leadership, some classmates, maybe people from your jobs overseas or here, it doesn't matter, that you have been developing a good relationship over the time. And this is an example that you can give of the leadership exchange theory, how you and your friend, let's put it this way, your friend, your classmate, or any person in any position that you have been in your church, in your temple, it doesn't matter where, you develop this deep relationship, satisfactory relationship with this person until now, for example, okay? So this is an idea. For example, some of you are like in these relationships, student with a student, and you help each other, and you do many stuff together, cheating together, reading together. I'm kidding. All of these things, like we do here in the class, you do with your classmate. You know, our nice cheating that we do. It's okay. So, what is self-management? Self-management, I love this because I am always pushing you for that. What is that? Finding the best alternatives that help yourself to be better. Why? Because at the end, there is no other person that will take care of you as yourself. Even your mother, your father love you, your classmate love you, your team members in your company, your boss, or any other person. At the end, you have to take decisions to maintain yourself in this self-management path, developing yourself. And how you can do it, establish system, be exigent with you. So this is the way you can maintain your records, maintain your agenda, put yourself little goals. Once you wake up, you make your bed, you do your, I always tell you this all the time. Those are simple things, are not related with the professional environment, right? But that's the way that you start to keep in this improvement area. Reading, maintaining your mind active. Those are things. Here you will say, you will read that says, give you give you, when you say, I'm gonna give myself a prize, for example, or a punishment if I don't do that. So, for example, if I don't finish this schedule at 10 o'clock a.m., I have to stay until I finish because I won't waste time. You can help yourself in the professional world and in your personal life, putting a schedule to you, like, I finish this project at 9 a.m. is done. So you put yourself in this position that you must finish. Why? Because remember that you have these little things. So if you start to look something else that is not related with your project, you can lose a lot of time. Okay, so very important. Manage yourself effectively, avoiding the wasting. And I'm saying this to myself, okay? Avoiding the extra time that we don't need to spend because we are distracted with these little things, phones, right? So we have to put the technology to work for ourselves. That's what I always tell you. Dyadic approach, again, relationship between two persons. It's you see that the leader member exchange theory is there. So it's part of the dyadic relation. That's something that I wanted to, to let you know. Somebody wanna say something or come? GB Academy. I don't know who is GB Academy, but we have GB Academy here. Who is there? Is somebody from the outside. Anyway, from someone, remember that we will be, in some cases, leader or followers. We spoke about this again. A lot of research in this topic in the leader member exchange theory that have been doing. The most important, don't forget the results that you will have in your team members in terms of productivity, engagement with the project, engagement with the organization, also something that we call less avoiding avoiding losses of employees or persons in the organization. Why? Because we create solid relationship, and that applies with the customers too. It's very important to create solid relationship. My advice to do that, maintain this treatment the way I do, okay? This is what works for me. You can tell me your techniques, or if you find something useful, share with us. Treat them as a family. And also, try to share with them, not everything, but some aspect that connect you with that person as member of your family. I don't know if this is something that is understandable or is something that you are agree or not, but what I do is that I try to maintain a relationship like they feel they are on my side. We are in our same side. And that works for me. Resma, tell me. Resma, are you there? You can speak, Resma. I think she did it by mistake. You leave me alone, people. We almost done with this part. Okay, somebody wanna say something? Resma. I think she want to say something, but something's going on with the computer or the phone. Because I don't hear anybody. Okay, people. So, but tell me if you have recommendations, please, that we can.
Hello?
Yes.
Teacher, can you listen me?
Yes, now.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so sorry. Actually, I was trying for so long, but my internet has some issues here. And right now, I'm not at my home. So here, there's a lot of internet problems going on. I don't know. But I was trying for so long to join the class and I couldn't. Right now, I joined the class.
Don't worry, we record almost everything, so you will be able to have it.
What about my present?
Okay, it's okay. We don't manage this later. You're fine. Don't
Okay,
worry.
thank you so
Okay,
much.
so you're welcome. Okay, so guidelines to how you can manage when you have situation with your employees, like performance, uh, lack of performance. Those what you see on the screen are the guidelines, recommendation that you can do. Everything in conclusion, explain the instructions clearly is something important for your employees. You can see all of this in the screen. It's telling you stay calm, ask the person to suggest remedies. So, for example, what we can do to improve, let the other team member to explain their opinion, what we can do to improve, what we can do to make the things better. Okay. If there are some techniques or something that you have been doing, even you did it automatically, you just had this idea, and you can share with me, with us, what do you think you can do to help an employee, team member that is having lack of performance, low performance, or low development in the organization. Let me know, okay? Please. So, another way that we spoke about this in like 1 or 2 weeks ago, exemplification to provide example or ideas to your team members. For example, if you are required to come early, we said before, so you come early, so you give example, okay? In gratitude, showing the best abilities, what they have, and highlighting the good characteristics that your team members have. Like you did in the assignment when I asked you, tell me about certain leader, what they do, what he do, what she do to accomplish the goals. This is an example. Self-promotion, what is that? When somebody, for an example, okay? An example of self-promotion is when somebody put all their titles in the wall, or they say something about how good they perform. This is self-promotion, like using strategies to prove that you're capable to do something. That's it, right? I prefer that you have more confidence than necessary than less, because if you have confidence in you, then everything can work better. You can make it work, if you are confident in you. So those are ways, okay, to help yourself. Sometimes everything is, if we do in exaggeration, of course, is not positive, but it's always good to find ways to help yourself, in simple words. Follower, we are speaking about the follower, because we're gonna take the situation depending the moment that we have, leader or follower. That's it. Self-management, we mentioned that part, like finding ways to obtain the best of you by yourself. Guidelines for follower, what is that? So some strategies that we can enforce in order to follow the procedures or help the team to be better in case that we are not in charge of the situation. For example, finding what you're expected to do, take the initiative, like for example, Resma did now. She was in a situation and she just speak up and say, I have this situation, this is going on. So it's initiative, right? Keep the box informed about your decisions. It's another guideline. Or keep your team informed. Encourage your leader to provide feedback. You can help them to be a good leader if you are in the position that you have to follow them. Show appreciation. Sometimes in these positions, leaders are not they don't receive this kind of feedback often. So it will be good if you show appreciation, genuine appreciation to your leader or team members. Okay. Some guidelines that it help us to in order to be good followers in case that you need it, because it's gonna happen depending the moment. In this case today, another thing I wanted to share with you is almost everybody did Article 10. Remember, the Article 10 is available here in Files. If you click on Files, then you will have something that is called Article 10, Leadership Article number 10. And the question is, what is servant leadership? And that's it. One paragraph, 5 sentences is okay for us. If you go to syllabus, and remember your book is here, so you can download and check. In the lesson 10, the only assignment, or the two assignment, is the article and also the questions for the case study. Almost all of you did it. Not everybody, just 36%. But in this case study here, we're just gonna read this paragraph in black letter and then answer these questions here, and you are done with the activity. So no activity today together. Unfortunately, I enjoy this too much, but I designed this this class a few months ago. So anyway, it's talking a case about Betty Powell. You want to take a picture of this before you open, you can, and you don't have to, because you will have opportunity to open again, and so it's a case of this person, Betty. She left the office for certain amount of days, for 1 week, and then she find out that a project that she requested to do is not done. And then she went to Don in front of him and she complained. She complained because the project was not done. The way she did it was very particular. So the questions are regarding your opinion of Don and Betty, what they did wrong, why they did right, or what is your opinion on this case. That's the only thing we need to do, and answer these questions by yourself, because it's a little bit of analysis. So I don't usually push you to do it right now with me, because you like to take your time. You can do it and send to me these answers, but please don't send me answer in 3 words. Send me at least one little paragraph, 5 sentences, okay, for each one, with your opinion about this case study. You have plenty of information to detect your opinion. It was a discussion, let's say this word, discussion between Donna and Betty for a project that was not done in the moment, in the time the project had to be done. So they had kind of a meeting and they discuss about it, and then you will tell me what you think. What do you think about this situation? Bye. That's it. You see, I have 35 questions here that I have to check. That means that you have been sending me the answers, and my job now is to verify this for you and grade it. I have been grading non-stop in these days, but I have to keep going. So if you send it, don't worry, because I'm gonna give you your grades. And then the other little assignment is just to write what is servant leadership in the Article 10, and you are done for this now. Don't let it go so late, because we are in week 10 and I don't want you in a stress in week 15. Somebody want to say something? I'm seeing the chat now. Sorry. Let me stop the recording. I'm going to stop because that's it. We're going to do those just 2 activities. The case study, Betty, and then based on article number 10, send me these 2, and that's it. I'm going to stop recording now because